See what this looks like. Hey, good morning, everybody. What the hell is on his screen? Yeah, I'm going to talk about what I'm going to be trading today. Again, another green day yesterday. I'm going to talk about my positions yesterday and show you guys how patience. In fact, the key word today is patience. All right. We're not here to be actively trading. All right. When I started out Discord, YouTube, I was like, okay, well, the market's going to go up. Then we're going to come down a little at 10:15. Then we're going to turn around at 10:30. We're going to go up to about 11. I can't call every minute precisely like I used to try and do over a year or two ago. Now it's about being profitable. I used to follow hundreds of stocks. It's not about being knowledgeable about 100 stocks. Oh, yeah, Target had earnings. Their earnings were weak. Guidance was weak. Inventories went down. Target's up 9% this morning. I think that's overvalued. I can't know everything about every stock, although I have my own feelings about Target. Or CoinGase, who got approved for, what was it? Future crypto options, future crypto trading, something like that this morning. Popped 6%. Overdone. Okay, but that's pre-market stuff. I'm here to deliver you content to show you what I'm looking at, how I trade successfully, and maybe some of that will rub off and you'll say, hey, shit, he was right. Let's remember the other day I called DraftKings entry at 28.50. It went to 28.44 on the low. We don't just enter. It started out at 29.16. Where is it today? Even lower. Am I in DraftKings? No, because I saw the Qs were going down. Okay, so let's talk about yesterday. Let's talk about what's going on today and how you're going to make money. All right, so I'm going over to Discord. If you want to join Discord, I'll type it out for you. It's socplatform.com. There it is. You can join Discord for free. All right, we have a public section. We also have a private section, which is a paid section for institutional feeds. My updates, Romeo's trading, Love's input, trader chat, etc. All right, but let's go over to Discord. This is what I said I'd be playing Palantir tomorrow, but let's go back and see that I played Palantir yesterday. Okay, so let me just go back yesterday morning. All right, yesterday morning, my day of trading is going to be limited. Why? I was taking my girls to the water park. Last couple of days before school starts. So I wanted to get my trading done by noon. All right. So already I was putting pressure on myself. I didn't want to trade that early, but I saw Palantir dropping. So I mentioned I put in for 4 contracts at 60 cents. It was right there, 60, 63 cents. I didn't have any contracts. All right. Went down to 15.34. I made my positions. I was driving, but I increased my positions. I had turned green, all right? So I'm telling everybody, I'm in Palantir. I just turned green, all right? We knew I was off by a few percent to start. What did I do? Palantir, in at 60, out at 70, okay? That's what, $70? Small account, yes. What else did I get into? Palantir, $14.50 calls. I was up another $65. Okay, so I'm up about $140 on the day. I ended up making that $150. I placed my order to sell my Palantir options. Then I got involved with some SPY calls because in my trader alerts, let me just see if I can find that. Right around here, I saw that the SPY found support where it tipped out before, where it rejected before. That usually turns into support. So as we were coming down, I went into just one single call, one single 447 call, $67, right? Then it goes down. I explained why I had my position. It goes down, bump. What did we get out at? I got out at $80. All right. So in at 67, goes down to 63, out at $80, and then the market drops. That's why we secure profit. Okay. At 445, let me just go over to, I'm still in Matt's insights. Shit. I got to find this shit, Matt. Here we go. Matt's trades. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So before we talk about what we did today, right? There's the Palantir, there's the sell, there's the 63. It went up to 69. I'm showing you guys what the chart looks like. It actually went up to like 80 or maybe even 90 before it tanked. Again, we secured profit, got out. I took 16%, maybe a little more, went up to 12.23. Remember, my goal at the end of this week was supposed to be 11.25. I started my challenge last Monday with $500, up to $750 by the end of last week. Another 50% this week, up to 11.25. Okay, well, I've surpassed that. Last week I made 100%. I started this week at $1,000. Now I'm at 12.23. We're entering today. We've got 3 more trading days left. I need to make about $100 a day to get there. That means I need to have one successful trade if I even plan to trade today. You don't have to trade every day. So anyway, the contracts that I had the other day, the $1 puts, remember, I scalped these. Again, I'm showing you how these look. If you get in at the bottom, these were $1, right? I sold at $1. I got in at what, like 83 cents. So I made what, 17, 18% of this trade. But these $1 puts from the other day went up to almost $4. They went up to $3.85 a contract. So again, I was in at $83. Okay. Again, they expired yesterday, so it was more risky. They also closed at $49 the day before. So if I'm in at 83 and they closed at 49, I would not have been feeling good, even though they went from $49 up to 385. All right. So my plan for today. Why is my plan to buy Palantir today? Well, it's actually larger here that you can see it rather than if I try and enlarge it. Okay, so right here, you can see the stock price. Stock price is going down. I'm looking to get in around $15 around down here. All right, so the stock price needs to drop. The call options, the premiums are still going up, whereas the put premiums, nobody has a damn interest. So then I go over here, and unfortunately, you can't see it, but it's the total flow sum. So you look at calls, which way outnumber puts, probably 92% to 8%. And then you check out to make sure they're buying or selling those puts. Well, they're buying, buying or selling the calls. They're buying the calls. If they were selling the calls, that means they're unloading calls. They think the stock is going to hover or go down. But they're buying the calls, which means the stock should go up. Then I look at the largest flows. Again, you really can't see it. It's better on Discord, but you can see the green there. Most of them were ask side. So again, that's telling me, even if the market starts out, and again, I already told you, patience today. So the market starts out, it dips, it goes up. I don't trade the first hour. I'm waiting for the worst dip. It's 10:20, just like yesterday. I thought I saw the worst dip. Let's say Palantir's at $14.99. I'm going to wait until 10:50 a.m. when I generally see the worst or the bottoming. Again, I want to see a turnaround. When I do, I will buy some calls. I will say to myself, listen, I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday to be correct. If I'm not correct today and I end today red, that'll put a lot of pressure on me Thursday and Friday. So why don't I do this? Why don't I buy out to next week? Again, I'm only looking to make, 10% on the account today. Buy out to next week, go a little stronger with the amount of money I'm going to invest. And that's how I offset, instead of going shorter expiration, meaning this Friday for less money, let's say $300 this Friday expiration, I can go $600 or $700 into the position and go to next Friday and be a little more secure. So that's my suggestion right there. What else is going on? I'll try and keep it slow, informative, give you guys and ladies information that's going to help you trade today. All right, so Coinbase gets regulatory approval to operate futures unit in U.S. Who the hell cares? Let me ask you, who's trading crypto futures right now? Anybody? I don't even know that many people trading crypto. So for Coinbase to spike 6% pre-market, I said that spike was a little too much, especially with downward pressure on the market. What else? China, 10-year yield keeps falling, a sign that Chinese economy is going to have a crash landing. The 10-year yield curve is now at 2.6%, the lowest level since Corona crisis in 2020. So understand, China's economy is struggling. This is the Palantir flows, a little larger for you. So I checked out the ask and bid side. Again, largest flows. Here we go again. You can see it a little more. They're buying the calls. That's why I know on the best dip today that I could get a little bit of a bounce. And again, here's the net flow. Puts down at the bottom, calls about the top. The stock price is spiking down to probably like $15.20. So I'm going to look to get in. All right. Breaking news. The S&P 500 has lost $850 billion since 10 days ago when JP Morgan announced their new views that we're having a soft landing. So JP Morgan said no recession 10 days ago. And in those 10 days, the S&P 500 has lost $850 billion in value, which is why I tell you, I never listen to analysts. I never listen to banks saying recession, no recession. What I pay attention is the Fed funds rate. The Fed funds rate will tell you if the Fed is going to hike another 25 basis points sometime between now and the end of the year. Okay. Let's see. I really like this. Somebody new on our platform was like, yo, I took all the patience. Notice the key word they wrote, patience, and then some more. I had SPY puts, LOL. This community is amazing. This is this person's account. So yeah, they spiked up in the morning. He held throughout the day and got a better value. So that's pretty cool. At this point, again, yesterday, at the point that I highlighted where it looked like it was going to rebound, I warned everybody, hey, it's not necessarily going to rebound. We could end at the lowest point of the day. So everybody that got into calls, oh, this is an easy V-shaped, U-shaped recovery, you got screwed. You got fucked. All right. Here's my watch list. Again, I keep Palantir at the top. I've got some Boeing. I had a SPY call, Shop, because that call went from $40 to $1.04 and then back to 62. But if you look at Shop and you look at the algorithms on Shop, it's actually bearish. I thought it was going to be extremely bullish the way they were buying up Shop yesterday. So no, I'll probably remove that one. This is how my account looks. Again, I'm a scalper. So I get in a position, out. I get in, secure profit. Insecure profit. I made over 100% in the last 5 days of trading. Okay. So you get in and out. Now, yes, it'd be wonderful to hold on to a trade and be like, oh, I'm up 400% on it. But I'm not looking for 400%. That's not my strategy, nor in this crazy, tough to trade market should you be looking for 400%. You should be looking for the best entry. Then you should be looking for that pop to get out. That's it. Simple as that. I mentioned the SPY calls. I mentioned 444. I always show everything I can on Discord. So when I turn positive or when I'm red, I show it off. I tell you my positions. Let's see. What else did I want to talk about? Dow. No, that's not that important. Okay, when we draw it out. So, I mean, when we draw it out, when I showed you guys yesterday, again, I thought we could be testily going lower. Let me just see what else we got. Chinese government is planning on cutting its stamp duty. Again, so the Chinese government, which they did this last in 2008, they cut one of their major taxes and their economy boomed. However, it took about 6 months to happen. So whereas they just cut it the other day, I would say China, yeah, look about 6 months out. You want to start investing in China, maybe like February or March of 2024. You'll see it start to turn around. All right, with that said, done with that. I brought up Discord. Let's stop sharing Discord. I'm going to share just my other watch list on TradingView with you guys so we can see how the market ended, what stocks are getting what volume. So stick with me for 1 minute, and then we'll talk about some other stocks. Let me just see if I can add this to the stream. It worked. It works. All right, so I've got the SPY up. All right, so we're down a little pre-market. I've got yesterday's chart, which is the 5-minute chart. Again, looked like we were going to rebound off this, and I warned people, hey, man, we might not rebound. Again, it looked like it was going to rebound, and then we dropped. End of day, you did see a huge spike on volume. Why? Because we were at the lowest point of the day. All right, so I'm going back to the 5-minute. I'm going to UAL. I'm just looking for anomalies. I'm looking for spikes in volume, red or green, to give me a little insight. So UAL, Dow stock, sold off little volume, end of day buying, but end of day selling also. So that doesn't interest me. Alibaba, interesting, but they've been doing this for a while and the stock's been dropping as we open each morning. It's probably down 1% pre-market already. Rivian, I want to stay the hell away. Every time I think I saw Rivian have support right around $21 all the way up to $21.19, it just doesn't surprise me and drops further. So I don't want to be in Rivian. I'm looking at Apple. Apple got an end-of-day push, but again, volume was light yesterday. I mentioned Tesla 4 days ago that there was a ghost zone down to $228. So where did we see pre-market this morning? 228. Let me just see if I can find that, pull that up. You can't really see that, but again, it was 442. We were right in here. I mentioned ghost zone, right? Ghost zone. They're still buying it. It's dropping. They're still buying it. I wouldn't be involved with Tesla yet either. Again, I'm sort of bearish on the market still. I mean, we can see what's happened the past 5 days in tech. It's been the past 10 days. And if I'm bearish, why am I talking about Palantir calls? Because I assume the market's going to throw up on itself. When the market's done throwing up because nothing goes straight down, I would like some entry. All right, Meta. Meta was actually a little strong yesterday. If I had to pick one of the big players, it would either be Meta or Amazon. I'm going to show you why Amazon. I haven't seen anything here. DraftKings got some buying throughout the day right here. So again, DraftKings, you could probably ride that up to just under $29. That'll probably fill just under $29. If you can get in at $28 this morning, within a week, you should be able to pull some good pocket change out of that one. Somebody asked me about Disney. I explained Disney was bearish. Disney was bearish right here. Even though Disney popped to 92.50. It was bearish right here. Again, huge outflow of selling. Now, of course, everybody's like, oh, Disney, Disney, Disney. They made a deal with some casino, what have you. This is the 1 hour chart. But Disney is still bearish. Where could Disney find some support? Right around $84. So the fact that Disney's at $87 or $86.79, I wouldn't figure that Disney would have some support until $84, maybe $85. We're pretty close to that, which is why we're pretty close to Carnival, United Airlines. Dow is still, somewhat stronger for me than I would be in technology, especially if we're going into recession. And here's Palantir. Again, Palantir, let's look at the 5-minute chart. Huge outflow here, okay? But huge buying end of the day. So again, 1522, when I break back the hour chart, hopefully you guys can see it, maybe not. I'm looking back here. I saw 14.99, right? So one on this spike right here, on this spike right here, even on this spike right here, we were under $15. So that's going to be good entry for me. I don't care we close at 1537. I don't want in at 1537. We're pre-market 1522. I don't want in. I want patience. And again, when I explain how I feel about the market, if I think we're having a down day and we start out red and there's a little selling and we see a little reversal around 10:15 in the morning, which we likely do, okay, I expect it to drop more. And then 10:50 a.m., 11 a.m., whenever I think I see the worst, I will start entering in, scaling into my position. 3 contracts here. Oh, it dropped another 10 cents. 3 more contracts. Great. I'm in for 6. I'm holding, okay? Drops hard end of day. Reconsider, okay? Get a rebound. Great. I'm out. Maybe I'll scale out 6 at a time, something like that. Let's see what we got. I'm hoping he's wrong. I can just get my dip entry on Tesla dividend. Tesla better. Not even thinking about the bouncing yet. Yeah, I don't know if what Tesla offers a dividend or not, or what they offer. Again, I am a huge proponent of Elon Musk. I think he's a freaking genius. He makes money. He prints money. However, we feel we can't control what the market's doing. All right. Sometimes I'm like, the market should go down and the market fucking rips higher. And I'm like, okay, how is that even possible? But again, 90% of the market is traded by computers, algorithms. We hear AI a lot. Well, guess what? All of these financial companies, these banks, hedge funds, institutional holding companies, they're all using AI now to help trade, which is why when you see things start to go up of light volume, all of a sudden heavier volume makes it pop. It's algorithm trading. So please be on the careful. You think Elon is a con man? Yeah. I mean, there are things that he says that I know he does. He's just very smart. Okay. He might be a con man, but he's one of the most brilliant people. And I think his company is going to make a shit ton of money over the next 20 years. I mean, he'll dwarf so many other, but we're talking about day trading, right? We're day traders. So it's likely Tesla's got a gap to fill to 228. If we see some Tesla support, where could it go back up to? 240. So again, you want to watch volume on Tesla. What do we do? We mentioned Disney already. Someone asked me thoughts on Disney. We pulled that up. Okay, so let's just do thumbs up if you like what I'm doing. I'm going to go down my watch list, my stocks, tell you if anything is out there that I haven't spoke about. Again, Target had earnings this morning. Target, to me, disappointed. They gave terrible guidance. They did beat. Inventories were down. Those are the good things. Their digital sales were worse. So, I mean, I can't, but Target's been down 30% over the last couple of months, whereas Walmart is an all-time high. So people are saying, okay, we'll just drop the Target numbers. We know that Target sucks right now. We're just going to buy this shit up anyway. So that's apparently what's happening because, again, I wouldn't be touching it. Palantir, Upstart, I don't want any part of. DraftKings, I had Intel. I got rid of Intel because I don't trade Intel. It used to be at the top. I said I was thinking about puts on Intel. It went down 1.5% yesterday. I don't want to be there. DraftKings, I showed you. Affirm, I don't want to trade it. Alibaba, I just want to see it go down. I'm waiting to find some support on Alibaba. Again, Shopify had this crazy option yesterday, even when the market was getting ripped. And maybe I could show you the chart on that just so you guys know, because I went and checked this one out this morning. I checked out this algorithm. Oh, it's not going to have it because it's yesterday. You won't be able to see it. But basically, everything was getting ripped yesterday. Shopify option was going up. I looked at Shopify algorithms and flows on our Discord, thinking I would see something extremely bullish, and I didn't. In fact, I would say it looked somewhat bearish, and I'm like, why is Shopify popping? So again, the algorithms aren't right 1,000% of the time, every freaking time, but they're pretty damn accurate. So I look for something that sticks out, like the Palantir that I showed you. UVXY, again, I used to follow, y'all used to trade UVXY with me, okay? So we haven't seen 2 consecutive green days. I happen to think today could be a green day, meaning they're loading UVXY, it pops, the market goes down. So when I talk about entering a position today, remember the first word I mentioned today, patience. So I know what my game plan is. My game plan is Palantir at the bottom. Now, let's say the market takes a shit on itself, gets worse and worse and worse, and you see the worst of the day, what you think is around 230. Yes, I could take a chance and enter. Even if the market gets a little worse, I think I'm going to see a little bit of a bounce. So again, if you get in at 930, you're just killing yourself. In fact, the reason I used to blow up accounts is I would see something, and this is a great lesson for everybody, and we might end on this. This is a great lesson. Share this one, okay? So you like early morning trading. 930 happens, your stock pops. You're like, oh, F. I was going to get into calls. Shit, it's already up here. Then it pops a little higher. You're like, oh man, as soon as it comes down a little, I'll get into calls. Comes down one notch, you overpay, right? You get into calls, and then it drops. Now we're at 9:50 a.m. Now we're at 9:55 a.m. Okay, it's back to flat on the day. You entered up here. What do you do next? Well, shit, you double your position. This is how I used to get myself in trouble. So now I'm in for 30 contracts. It's at this position. Now it drops red, and the market looks like it's turning. And remember, my average is right about here because I actually cut my average. What happens? I get locked into a position that I end up trading the entire day, and sometimes I hold overnight. Those are the downfall reasons on my account. If I am a scalper, I should not be holding overnight until or unless I have a specific strategy that involves holding overnight. Even when I buy out the extra week, I'm doing it for safety. If I buy out an extra week till August 25th, to be correct, instead of August 18th, this Friday, only giving myself 3 days versus 8 days, right? And I'm wrong today, and I end the day red, let's say down 15%. I might hold overnight, have to hold tomorrow. Now I'm down 40%. What the hell am I going to do? I've got 1.5 days to be correct. So you can either be risky and risk your entire account, and maybe you'll be correct, and maybe you'll turn green, or you won't, and the stock will just hover right here, and your account will start draining $100 every hour, and then you're like, shit, Friday comes, your account's at $200, right? It was at 2,000, now it's at 200. It was at 20,000, now it's at 2,000. So don't let that happen to you. Understand the way I trade, I'm in. Most traders will make the majority of their profits within the first 15 minutes of trading whatever option you're trading. So that's just a simple fact. It's out there, just like 90% of traders lose money. I'm here to change the way you trade, to help you trade better, and to make you more profitable. Please, if you like what I'm doing, thumbs up. I think it's right there. You just got to click it here, there, like that. And then I'll see everybody tomorrow, 8:30 a.m., Thursday.